It's another episode, sure. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to KBLiving. It's a great morning so far. A little chillier than it's been, but you know, that's fine. Not too worried about that. Well, what we have to do involves this, but I broke the wheel, so let me go get that changed. Alright, well, this is what we got going on here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I've been beating the snot out of this thing with no luck of getting it free. So I'm going to do the right thing and, you know, take this death wheel here and going to give it an old cut. Last time, did it on the driver's side. I actually heated this up and then beat it, and then I snapped the ring off the hat. Yeah, I don't know how, but I did. Okay, so this time we're just going to go right to the death wheel. That's what I did, and basically what we got to do is we got to get close to down here to be able to relieve some pressure, basically. Enjoy as I grind the crap out of this. Oh, yeah, I got the stuff here. Got some earplugs, and you know, I like to protect my eyes sometimes. They're already going bad, so do what I can to preserve on those. Well, let's see if that was enough. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, what about now? Wow! Yikes! I got to get a chisel. Got some of it off at least. Now I'm going to try and drive right through here. Well, it's starting to come off, I think. Oh yeah, that's good. Hey, there she popped. Holy cats. There she goes. Yeah, there. Oh no, down the hill. Oops. I'll get that later. Whew, that thing was on there. And I ain't kidding you. I mean, you saw it. I wasn't going to record that struggle, but I figured I ought to, because if anybody needs to know how to get that off, now you know. Okay, so on to the purpose of today's video. I'm not going to show you anything else on that side. So I did say what I was going to do was that I was going to put new shields on the front, actually. And these are it right here, hanging. I was thinking about it, and I was like, I want to rebuild the front end too. I just really want to see if this thing's going to stop and move. And then I also want to finish taking care of the frame as well. Make it look as good as it does back here, which I think it looks 10 times better than it did. If you watch some last videos, two of them ago on this one, you'll know that it was bad, and now it's much better. So I want to do that also to the front half. I don't think there's any frame damage. It's just heavy scaling, which we can take care of that with a cheat poker. Yeah, I like when I get it in my legs and my teeth. It's fun. And then some POR 15, and then we'll spray over it with some Rust-Oleum semi-gloss to take all that sheen out of it and protect it from the sun. and then that'll be that. And then it's going to be body work and that sort of thing. But really, I just want to get this thing where it'll stop, because I need to see how bad the transmission actually is. I mean, I can get it in gear and it moves through them on jack stands, but I really don't know what it's like on the road. So today's episode is going to be, I'll show you how to put the driver's side wheel together. We're going to put the new caliper, brake lines, that sort of thing in. And then we're going to bleed the brakes. Hopefully that goes well. I'm by myself and I have a vacuum pump. Probably not going to be great, but it's going to take a lot of fluid because the whole system's empty. Probably going to have a leak or two. That's fine. We'll fix that. Parking brakes work though, so that's nice. It's holding it up in place right now. And I may be able to take it for a test drive. So plug in the battery and then we'll get going here on this front brake. And I'll paint the other side up and put that one together quick, and we'll start bleeding. See if we can get, like, 40%. Maybe 42.3. That'd be nice. We'll see. Got the battery on 10 amp cooking. I think I got everything right here I need. Probably not, but that's fine. Alright, first thing is we gotta get, we'll replace on that later. Pretty sure it doesn't work, but that's fine. Gotta get the old one off here. I think it's a 13 millimeter. Can't wait till I have a lift one day, It's it'd be much easier to do all this stuff. Jeez, it's tight. I have impacts, but why would I use them? It's seen better days. Okay, clean up on that a little bit, and then just hit it with some quick fast dry primer while I get some of this stuff together. Put it back on, that way it's just not rusting. My new bracket I'm gonna put on. Okay, now I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of Rust-Oleum Professional Primer. 15-minute fast drying. Let's work on this while that dries. Rotor. I gotta go find a dust cap for that. Gotta pull this caliper apart quick while we can put the brake pads in and stuff. And then we can go ahead and put the whole unit on there. And we want to lube up these with the red grease. Easy as that. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. So then we're going to take our pins. We're just going to dip her right in here. Oh, that's a lot. Same thing with this one. Just going to boop. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to take our caliper here. I'm just going to put it over like this. Get our bolt ready. There we go. Slide that in like that. Get that one started. Grab my other bolt. Stick that one in. And for those of you wondering, it's about 80 foot-pounds. Okay. So then this should just kind of push right in there. And it's going to squeeze all that extra grease out. In the previous video I had said that you put red Loctite on here, but put blue Loctite. So I'm going to do the right thing and put the red because that's what I got on there. I'm not going to put a lot, but some guys, they just put anti-seize and then hope that the calipers don't fall off, I guess. I don't know. But we're just going to just do just a tickle on the end of the threads. And then I'll just have to heat them up when I have to pull them off again to do all the front end work. But, that's okay. You can do this as a split assembly, so you could just put the bracket back on and then put the caliper on later, because it gets kind of heavy. Oh, nice. Boogered up this already. Okay, so those are both on there. So now we gotta tighten up these bolts here. Bracket to the knuckle are 21s. Okay. Got that tightened up. And I will torque these just because I don't want them falling off. And that torque is 220 foot-pounds. Oh, there it was. Holy. Oh. Steering wheel lock doesn't work. That's good. Turn it quick. Okay, that one's good. Alright. That's that, and I'll come back here later and touch up the paint and paint the bolts up. But front caliper's installed. So before I bolt this up here, I'm going to actually get this started so I'm not fighting it later. Make it much easier for me later. I have a new bolt. It's a little long actually. I'm gonna cut this down quick. I went ahead and trimmed the other two. I think they were a little too long as well. I got it. Started. Okay, that's started. Switch to the 10mm here. This goes up like this. And this goes in back behind here. Alright, I'm gonna get this one started before I go and tighten the other one up. There we go. Okay, and this ABS sensor just clips right back up in there. Go ahead and put this on. This is an 11mm. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and leave the tire off on this. Then when it's time to bleed these brakes, come back and be able to put the tool right there. So that's how you do the brakes on the front end. I think I got the wrong rotor, but this rotor is going to work. I don't know. It's a little strange. It has two holes in them, but I think they'll work just fine. Well, I'm going to go ahead and see if the paint's dry on the other side, and if it's not, I'm just going to put it together anyway. And then I'll bring you back and go ahead and fill this thing up with some fluid and see where the leaks are, where I got to tighten up, and how long it's going to take to bleed this thing out. I'm thinking I'm going to have to bench bleed this master cylinder. I'm not sure, but I'll bring you back when I get to that. Alright, see you then. Alright, well, we're back. I'll show you the other side here. There we are. Looks pretty good, I think. Put some lug nuts on there for when I'm squeezing the brakes. They aren't making it go crooked. Still have to touch up paint on that one. I went ahead and dumped some fluid in there. I guess I'm gonna hit the brakes, see if there's any leaks anywhere, and then we'll go from there. Main areas we're looking at is the ABS block, and then in the back here, we'll see. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if this thing wants to have some brakes again. We're just going to do it really slow. Let some of that fluid go through the lines. It already feels a little stiffer, so that's good. So, a quick glance under here. I don't see any leaks. good. Check the back wheels. Any leaks? No. Nothing there. Nothing on that one. No, nothing there. Nothing there, it looks like. Fill it up with whatever I got left here. Alright. Well, hope I have some more. Don't they say to pour it from a sealed container? Yeah, I never heard that either. Whew. I don't know if I have enough. Might end up having to go out and get some more. Oh yeah, my fingertip touches it, so got plenty in there to keep pumping. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start the furthest caliper away, and I got my Mighty Vac. See if wants to work on this. As you can see, I'm gonna be here for a while, so I'll bring you guys back if I come up with a better plan, or if I finally get some pedal on this thing. I'll bring you back and let you know. All right, we'll catch you back here in a minute. Yep, it's been about an hour or two since I was doing some other stuff as well, but the brakes, I got a little pedal, not much. I need a brake buddy. I need somebody up there to help me do it. I think that's going to be the fastest and most efficient way. And I'm getting hungry, and I need a cold snack, you know, to wet the back neck, as Vice Grip Garage says. But really, I'm getting thirsty. Oh, I fixed my Tahoe. Apparently the steering shaft wasn't tight enough, so that's nice. Got that fixed up. And I'm gonna clean out the truck a little bit, and I have a little bit to do to my car. But I'm gonna go get some cold snacks. Actually, I gotta go get some more brake fluid as well. I think I'm gonna clean up out here, clean my hands, and feed the dogs, get something to eat. What's going on? It's the next day, I know. And instead of making my wife sit out here in the cold with the two kids, I'm gonna do the old trick here with the bottle and the fluid, you know, we'll see how it goes. So basically just drill a hole. This is a 3/16 tubing of some sort. I don't know, I found the tubing, bought an assortment there at the Advance, and then just picked the best one out that fit over my bleeders. Might be different for your truck or whatever, so this fits over nice and tight. We're gonna fill this bottle up here to probably right about here with fluid. This will sit in like this, and then we'll clip this end over the bleeder, crack it, and basically we're just going to keep pumping the brakes until the air stops, until the line's clear and there's no air bubbles. Right about there, so. And I'm going to top off the reservoir as well. So we're just going to do this nice and slow. And the idea behind this is that it sucks fresh fluid in and pushes air bubbles out. I can't tell, there's some air bubbles in there. Oh, there's some big ones coming right now. You'll see them here in a minute. Oh, I don't know if you can see them. There's one. Gonna hit the brakes about 10 times. Check the line out. And close this guy up. And call this one bled. Now, since this is, you know, and brand new everything, basically, we can actually just dump this stuff right back into the master cylinder. So I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna crack this line here. And get you zoomed in a little bit. You can see some of the air bubbles. I already see 2 coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and press the brakes. Pressing brakes. Looks good. All right. Tighten this one up. All right, now we can already see fluid coming out. So let's go ahead and start bleeding on this one. All right, that was 10 times. See what we're looking like here. That line is looking pretty clear. I don't see any air bubbles coming through. So that's good. So this one, there it comes. I see a couple air bubbles right away here. All right, that was 10. See what we got here. I don't see any air bubbles, so that's good. I'm gonna tighten this up and see if we have any pedal. All right. Here we go. One press. Right to the floor. 2 press. To the floor. 3. Oh. Feeling a little bit of something. 4. I'm a little worried here. Good news, we have brakes. Bad news is you might notice earlier in this video that these calipers are actually upside down. They're on the wrong side. Yep. Made a rookie mistake. I didn't realize it till I was going to bed last night and I was like, why didn't these brakes bleed? Why was I having so much trouble? Do I need a new master cylinder? Or do I need to bench bleed the master cylinder? Nope. It was because I put them on the wrong side, on the rear at least. I remember when I put them on, I looked at them and I was like, I don't like the way this one's rubbing the bracket, the dust shield. This must be the wrong side. Put it on the other side, it fit good. And they weren't labeled like R and L, but the fronts were, I don't know. But anyway, long story short, I kept getting a little bit of pressure, but it wasn't a lot. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Sure enough, flipped them around. It's kind of a pain in the butt because I had to flip the brackets as well. I thought it'd be a, plug and play flip. Just the calipers, do a little bit of this and then it would work, but it didn't. So I ended up having to take the brackets off, reinstalling them. I pumped them a couple times with that trick I showed you with the bottle. Worked perfect. Turned the truck on, perfect brakes. I had it jacked up in the air. And I have more interesting news about this truck. It doesn't have reverse. Doesn't have neutral. I don't think it has the right park. What I mean by that is I can't get it to idle up. Like I can't get it to rev up and park like you normally would. But I had it in drive and I was doing, unsafe speeds for the highway and for being jacked up in the air. And I was able to rev it up to 4,000 RPMs or whatever, 3,500, no problem. And it sounded good. And as soon as I put it in park, it's like trying to get into park or it's not quite in park. It's very, very weird. I don't know. I'm thinking like a clutch pack, reverse clutch pack, and maybe the rest of the gears are fine. So the next thing is to put the front tires on. All right, well, let's see if this thing works.
Yeah, it works. Try.
We're in second. Said we're in second.
What's second?
Second gear. Mm-hmm. Brakes work good. slipping. As you can see back there, it made it, and it made it up my big hill. I don't know what to do about that reverse thing. I may end up having to drop the transmission or talk to some transmission people and see maybe what's going on with it. But for now, I'm just gonna sweep up right there, clean up. That's been sitting there for months. Hope it won't leave me stranded. I thought I felt it slipping a little bit in second gear. I'm not sure. So it may end up just having to need rebuilt. I'm not sure. So, whew, man, those brakes are nice. Yeah, they're really good. The exhaust needs finished, and I have to get used to that electronic throttle. It's a little weird. It's a Bluetooth, and like, you know, and you're like, if you're going to, there's like no resistance when it comes back. So it's like you hit bumps and it's kind of, oh, it's really weird. Kind of reminds me of a tractor. Anyway, thanks for watching KBLiving. And if you like what you saw and you want to see more of this truck on the channel, I mean, there's going to be some more of this truck, but thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.